I want to get your thoughts on this too, because this crossed my mind as you were talking, and I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because I'm blurring some lines here with this. But um, do you see a world with depth? Now, like I said, I'm blurring lines. I'm kind of going into your realm here, and we're going to do an episode on this group as well. But the linebackers helping to where now I think we can start using Abdul Carter in ways from a rush perspective, almost like a Micah Parsons. Where that I think is a wild card, and I definitely think it's something in Tom Allen in the back of Tom Allen's head is like who, from a younger guy perspective at the linebacker position, can we bring along fast enough? Who may, like a Tony Rojas, who got some reps, get some guys in there who can now fill that void, and now we can really start using Abdul with his strengths, which I think again are pin your ears back and go get that guy, and you start moving him around with some of those other pieces like Danny Sutton, like
Yeah.
that's a whole new ball of wax when it comes to as a quarterback trying to figure out if I got Sutton and Abdul Carter on the edge on the right, and then I got two other guys over like protecting all this. And they're athletic enough to not necessarily be like structurally sound, and it's third and 9. Like I'm like, how the hell are we going to pick this up? Because I know I got to dedicate probably more than 2 or 3 guys to that side of the line.
Right.
Leaves me with only a certain amount of guys for this. That's a whole new ball of wax that I think is going to be really interesting to see how that all meshes this offseason. And again, not trying to blur the lines too much, but D-line.
Man.
I think it can be a wild card for this D-line group.
No, that makes all the sense in the world. I mean, we talk about the 2 edge guys that we're losing this coming off season, moving on to NFL. I mean, that makes all the sense in the world, especially when I think Abdul's skill set, I think him and Micah are obviously totally different players. I know the comparisons are always talked about. Micah came in out of high school as a rush edge guy, kind of bumped him back to stack, let him figure things out. But ultimately, as we see now, I mean, he's hand in the dirt, whatever you want to call it. Bro, just go forward. Go this way towards the quarterback. Where Abdul, I think he leans a little bit more to that side, maybe 60%. But the 40, he can also, I say it all the time, he can affect all 3 levels of the defense as well. So they can definitely get really kind of, in depth with what they can do with Abdul Carter. And as you said, I mean, with Kobe King, I believe, is coming back. I'm not sure if there's an official statement yet. Solidify that Mike spot. Another year running the show. He should be, know everything like the back of his hand, right? And then alongside of him, I mean, you said it. The Rojas kid, Dom DeLuca, I'm a big fan of too. And what's his name? Oh, Keon Wiley. I mean, another guy. I've noticed all these guys get some good tick out there this past season. So, once again, competition. Who's going to earn those snaps to be on the field? Who's going to gain that trust of Coach Allen and these guys to really earn those snaps? Because, once again, like you said about the Eagles, and last year was last year. It's cool. You were out there as a freshman, but are you going to grasp what we're trying to do now? And I think that will be a big thing to pay attention to because I believe they would like to do exactly what you said. Get Abdul kind of going this way. We've seen the rush packages he's used, the stunts. He looks very, very, very natural getting after the quarterback. At closing speed, a little bit more bulkier than Micah was. Micah was kind of like a cheetah out there. I mean, you hear guys talk about him now. The O-lineman in the league talk about him now. He's just so much, slender than the average DN. It's like you can't even get. Yeah, the surface is not really there. Obviously, then he gets skinny and he's fast as the lightning. He's that's we can talk about Micah a different time. We got to get Micah on here too. Speaking of, but no, Abdul, man, that'll be fun to watch. That'll be fun. I think he'd like that. I mean, I know the kid has NFL aspirations, and what better way to get paid than getting after the quarterback? So